Hey, what's going on out there, everybody? Welcome to another Addicted Fishing podcast. Sitting here in studio with Mr. Jason Harmson from Steel Obsession Guide Service, but it's been Coho Obsession.
It's been a minute since you've done it that way.
It's probably like Couch Obsession right now with all the high water.
Dude, seriously, definitely Couch Obsession.
Netflix Obsession.
Yep.
Lots of leader side Obsession.
Deadliest Catch Obsession.
Are you Deadliest Catch? Oh, okay.
Yep.
You got your leader side yet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, plenty.
I have
plenty
exactly
of
0 tied for steelhead season.
Well, I had about 100 left over from last season, so I think I've tied at least another 100, and then done probably another 100 bead leaders. So yeah, I'd say I'm pretty well stocked.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
Way better than I did. We
Rods
got Mr.
rigged, rods are ready to go. Everything's just waiting for the steelhead to show up.
Oh, I'll show you a picture I got sent.
Still ready for Coho, though. Still ready to get back on the rivers. Man, it's been a minute.
That's so cute that you think they're still going to be there.
Oh, they'll still be there.
They'll still be there. They'll still be there. They'll still be there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Anyways, we got Mr. Ben Adams in the house, too. Kind of a pursuit outdoors extraordinaire guy. Helps us a lot with a lot of the addicted fishing products, but also has, I don't know, like, what do you have, like 9, 10? You at least have a basketball team, maybe getting close to a baseball team with the kids.
Yeah, have 5 little kids at home.
5 little kids. And I've gotten to take those 5 little kids fishing on a few occasions, and we've had some crazy good times, but we are kind of getting into that mode where, we're sitting here crying the blues, and we're sitting here, the water's high. Oh, we got the holidays coming up, family in town, all sorts of stuff. But one thing that happens every year, at least in the state of Washington, and for the most part, a lot of the west side on the Oregon, is they do a lot of the Black Friday stalker trout opportunities. They start planting fish freaking everywhere. The temps cool down in the fall and the spring, or the temps are correct where they match up with the hatcheries and they can plant a lot of fish in a lot of the local lakes. And it's a great opportunity to go out and honestly catch some fish. For me, it's like, people eat them, smoke them. Great. I like to use them for ling cod. I turn them into different things. Maybe a halibut if you're really, really lucky. But they, bottom line is there's a lot of cool trout opportunities around. And they're easy to catch and a lot of fun. Great opportunity to take out kids, family members. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today because it's kind of like, I think, everyone gets into this damn, salmon steelhead mode. And it's, we just have to kill. And it's like, sometimes going out to the lake, trolling around, fishing from the bank and catching fish and bringing the kids is a lot of fun. In fact, Layden, all this gear here sitting on the desk today, all this stuff in these totes and these rods here, I didn't rig any of this stuff. Layden has like 5 of these rods sitting in his room because he's like, we send him down to Horseshoe Lake.
Just ready to go.
And he's got like 5 of these ones set up with sliders and then one set up for a spinner rod. All like literally racked up like he's going to go on a guide trip to go to kill planter trout at Horseshoe Lake. But dude, they get excited about it because it's some good, solid action.
What
do they do? Do they do that stuff in Oregon? So Ben, you're from south of the river. I would say you're from Portland, but nobody wants to admit that.
No, don't say that.
So well, you're actually from somewhere worse.
No, not worse. No, there's no homeless people where I live.
Oh goodness. But do they do the plant? I know they do some.
They do, yeah, they do. ODFW does a great job of stocking a lot of lakes and ponds that are easy to get to, and that's one of the things that makes it really accessible and exciting for kids. Is it's not always a full day take off, pack the car full trip. There's a lot of opportunity.
Got to prep the boat the day before.
Exactly. There's a lot of opportunity in town where you can get to it. So if you're new to fishing or maybe you got off early from work and you want to take your kids out for the afternoon, there's a lot of opportunity close to you within probably 30 minutes of a lot of places people in the metro area live. So it's a great thing to get kids involved in, and it's a low commitment when it comes to how much time am I going to spend going after them and learning. So there's a lot of good opportunity.
One thing that is, the other thing is kind of cool is like you can also catch them a million different ways. Like a lot of guys, power band on the bottom on a sliding egg rig. Like, okay, that works great. And if you want the numbers and you want to sit there and watch the rod, but for the kids that aren't want to be, as patient, some little trout spinners.
Absolutely.
Little tiny, the trout wiggle warts, little rooster tails, stuff like that. You can keep kids occupied, and those fish are so damn bitey. Like they're going to just, they'll keep you entertained for sure.
Absolutely. And one of the things, as we lean into the season and start getting ready for it, with my kids, is they like to make their own lures. And so we'll take old Brad's Wigglers and let them take Sharpies and make their own designs.
We should have them hired for our custom shop.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some wild stuff I've seen at my house. We also, this last year, started tying flies. And so my 4-year-old daughter, Grace, is a big arts and crafts fan, and she will make something out of nothing. And so I got some fly tying stuff and showed her a little video on how we do it and let her start to pick out material. And it's pretty interesting what a 4-year-old little girl who is a big princess fan. There's some butterfly fly patterns, unicorn flies at our house. A lot of tinsel and pink.
A lot of tinsel and pink. Steelhead and trout love tinsel and pink.
But the great thing about that is she gets excited about it before the season. And so, when you can get a kid out and they catch something with a pattern that they made, if you tie flies, make spinners, color, old lures that you have, they engage early. And so when they catch stuff on things that they made, oh man, it's really exciting to watch.
Goes the extra mile with them.
It's funny. I read this study one time, and I don't know how I caught on to it or whatever, but I think it had more to do with hunting, but like the actual act of going through the motions, like mentally preparing, prepping gear, creating whatever it is it can be just as. And I don't know how they got the metrics of this study to where people view that kind of time, not even in the field, but the time prepping for the field just as favorably as they did in the field. You get just as much of a
engagement
an endorphin high, you're excited, and they somehow they had a rating where they found out the sportsmen that really get into whatever they're chasing for their quarry, they're just as excited getting ready for it as they are actually doing it. And so it kind of, like you said, it's kind of a way to extend the season. We look right here on this table, and like I was talking about earlier, my son goes through all my tackle at the start of the year and puts everything in these totes and gets everything all freaking ready, got all the rods ready. I can tell you, he's got everything from flies in there to spinners and all sorts of good stuff. Plenty of power bait and different scents sitting here, but I think he's been screwing with this gear for about a week and a half. I can imagine.
He's probably organized the boxes about 3 different times.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I'm got to go do this, trout live feed today for our live show. For any of you guys that don't know about that, it's on our YouTube channel and Facebook channels every Wednesday around 6:30-ish is when we start. And we're going to talk trout tonight, but it was great. I just walked into his room and grabbed that tub there and grabbed a couple rods that were leaning up against. I'm ready to go for tonight because I know it's all sitting here. But yeah, he sits there and reorganizes. I bet he's reorganized those tackle boxes 3 or 4 times, tied these rods up, and he's just getting ready.
He's pumped.
Getting ready.
He's pumped. That's cool. Yeah, it's always fun to get the younger generation out. Cool to see them get excited about stuff that we get excited about as adults.
Absolutely.
And a little bit of doing it on their own, too.
Yeah, exactly.
And the trout really lend for an opportunity for them to come out. When we go salmon trolling, I mean, even when I took your kids this year, it's they ain't deploying a 20-ounce lead there at the old Longview letting lines out. They're just sitting there waiting for that rod to get ripped over.
Yeah.
And then it's just hold on and pan.
And they're trying to decide whether or not that fish will pull them in the water. So trout fishing, you can really let them sort of run with it. And it's fun to watch a 4-year-old little girl in a drift boat in a lake, cast it out for her and hand it to her and let her reel and then watch the rod go down. And the squealing and screaming that you can hear from one side of the lake to the other is awesome. And people around get real excited for it too. So it's neat to watch.
These, we see the little roving bands of the high school kids and the middle school kids too. It's a freaking party for them because, like I said, they're not deploying, giant salmon rods and salmon gear out there. They're able to cast their own stuff and set their own stuff up, bait their own hooks. The bait's pretty easy. You just need some white or chartreuse power bait, and you're kind of all set for that.
You're dialed.
You're absolutely dialed. What are some of the things that you guys want to suggest to people too? Because, Jason, I know you take a lot of guys out there, or a lot of kids out there too, myself included. And Ben, you always take the kids out there. I mean, what are some of the tips as we get into it is Thanksgiving. It is November. We just had a bomb cyclone, or was that what it was? A bomb cyclone?
I don't
bomb
even
storm?
know what they were going to call
this. Just killed my
one.
steelhead trip. That's all I know.
It smoked it. And it wasn't a steelhead trip. It was a coho trip. But yeah, you didn't even know we were supposed to go to catch. Literally,
I just got a free day to go fishing.
I swear to you, every freaking season, Ben and I always plan like steelhead or coho like rafting trips. And I tell you, dude, he is like, I should send you the schedule. You just get blown out
every time.
I should send you, because the day he was supposed to go was actually the day of the bomb cyclone. Tuesday.
Oh boy.
Yeah, automatic. And the week when we said, oh yeah, we can probably do this. I looked at the forecast. Well, you and I both.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, it's looking really good. I think we'll be able to do it. No problem. It's going to be on the drop. It's going to be perfect. And
I had high hopes for that day.
Yeah.
Every day since that, it just got worse and worse and worse. Like, record-setting bomb cyclone on the day. Boom. It's like, it was not meant to be. It never is. So I should. I know he's got some steelhead days, coming up. So I should.
They're going to blow out.
We should just go to Florida. Something, just bail.
Something where we know we're going to be able to go.
Yeah, just get on out of here.
And planning crabbing trips on king tides.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, what about crabbing? I'm like, it's a king tide. That'd be great.
That'd be so fun.
It's only like 10.5 foot of water moving. Crab like that. Oh, wait, they don't. Never mind. Anyways, the weather sucks. That was the main point of that. Mm-hmm. Tips and tricks for that, because I got a couple for you guys.
Definitely. I always pack, when I know I'm going to have a kiddo on the boat, I always pack a couple of extra layers. Like I'll pack an extra puffy, I'll pack an extra fleece, a vest sometimes. That and a lot of hand warmers. The hand warmers are key, because the kiddos get a lot colder a lot faster than the adults. So
and when that happens, you're the one that has to fix it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, anything that you can help to make them warmer and more comfortable, and also snacks. You cannot forget snacks. Candy specifically, because they don't always get candy from parents.
And then they'll sleep on the car ride home.
Yes, exactly.
When we talked about hand warmers, we were out in the goose pit this morning with my son, and I've got these 3 electric hand warmers that I got off Amazon, and they were relatively cheap, and man, they are. I forgot I even had them. And they are absolutely bomb. He's like, what about the hand warmers? And I'm like, charge them up. And those things put out some freaking heat. And he busted one out this morning because it was raining. Well, of course, it was November. It was crappy out this morning. But I tell you, those freaking electric hand warmers, man, the little packeted ones, they work good if you combine 3 or 4 and put in one pocket, which is Trip Kratzer was showing me one time. He's like, instead of putting one in each pocket, it's better to just kind of combine the forces of power,
literally,
and just make an oven in one pocket and then kind of rotate them around and stuff. And that works really good, but the kids are going to get them wet.
Well, if you have
they're wet, they're garbage.
Yeah, if you have a chest pocket, that's where it's good to put 3 or 4 or 5 together, and then just put them in that chest pocket because it stays close to your chest.
Keeps your core warm.
Keeps the core temp warmer. Yeah. Little hack.
We do a couple things. From a weather standpoint, those $1 emergency ponchos that you can buy at Walmart or any sporting goods store.
Yep.
I keep a few of those in my drift boat, and if it starts raining or something, or kids, mom brings them a jacket, but that's not a rain jacket. That's like a school jacket.
Yep.
So this saves it. And then if there's definitely rain in the forecast, I take a golf umbrella.
And dude,
there's no top on my drift boat.
No.
So if it gets nasty, I'm geared up for it, but if it's blowing and it's gross, they will take that golf umbrella and they'll get under the bow of that boat and pop that open, and it's a fort. And they're done fishing, but they're dry.
Hey, it's a fort.
And
they're
they
all
think
about
it's
that
cool.
stuff.
They talk about, we made a fort in Dad's boat. And so it's easy to do that. But yeah, sunscreen. I don't use sunscreen. Didn't grow up using that, but my kids need it, so I don't.
And Mama says so.
Mom's
I know
like,
that I get.
Did you bring the sunscreen? I'm like,
I get that piece if I don't. Keep my.
I don't
kids.
think about sunscreen. I think if I had one tube, I probably used it since I was in high school.
Yeah.
And my kids are a little fairer, so I have to remember that. So those are a few things, and I just pack a little like a little bag the night before of stuff that I'm not thinking of. My wife is awesome with this stuff. And I'll go, honey, what am I not thinking about? Did you bring their water bottles? No. Why would I think about bringing their water? They're going to get thirsty.
They need to drink?
Yeah, these little things that mom's so good at remembering that I'm like, okay, do we have bait? Are the rods set up? We're going to be trolling. I'm thinking fishing and I'm forgetting about the kids. So from a weather standpoint, the emergency poncho, they live in my boat. If we use them, we use them. And then golf umbrella. Mm-hmm. And that typically keeps them dialed in when we talk about weather. But yeah, layers are good. You know, life jackets, of course. Make sure the life jackets fit with their jacket. Like they're wearing a coat and you have a life jacket that kids getting to the end of on size. Like check that. If you put it on, it's too tight. They will tell you all about it all day. It's too tight, Dad. It's too tight. And then you're like, I can't take it off. And we drove an hour and a half to get here. So you're wearing it. You know, so always do a little systems check ahead of time.
Yep. Keep everything up to date. Yeah. Yep. Layers. Lots of layers.
I just got to say, I'm so disappointed right now. I'm looking at this rod that my son rigged. And
what do you forget?
That, but I can just see
yes.
There's like a freaking 3/4 inch tag end hanging off the leader here. I'm going to have to really have a chat about him about that.
Tag end laden.
What is that, bro? But one thing he has, and one thing I also think is really important for kids, and I've even made this mistake when we just go up and do like our winter crappie and perch fishing, is like, make sure you have everything rigged at home. Like, you know what, we kind of get a little lazy, go up there, steelhead fish. I'll thread all my bobbers and do all that stuff. It's different when you have 3 little chitlins running around as a captive audience that are just antsy and itching to get out there, start casting into the water. So making sure that you guys have all your stuff prepped at home and like I said, it's so simple.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, we have a million videos on our YouTube about the trout. We're going to do a million more videos here in the next 2 months. It is a thing. It is the most popular sport fishery, believe it or not, in the state of Washington, and that is over salmon and steelhead.
Crazy.
So if you guys have the opportunity, get out there and get it done. I can tell you that. One other thing, guys, we are getting into the season. We mentioned it earlier about Thanksgiving and Black Friday stuff. Do not forget that on our website on Friday and on Monday, Cyber Monday, we're going to have a couple sales. I was kind of prying around in the shop at some of the drop stuff and some of the specials we're going to have. Be sure to check that out as well. And Jason, I don't know if you got any stuff coming up for steelhead anytime soon?
I'm probably gonna do a couple of things in December and then really get things going after the new year. Which haven't really booked a whole lot in the first half of January. So if you guys want to get out for an early steelhead trip, definitely hit me up. I got some seats available, either in the drift boat or the raft, whatever's more comfortable for you.
Dirty little secret too. January is kind of a weird time because you got all the earlies in December, and then you have all the late stuff kind of like February and March. But January is weird because if the water's a little lower in December, you'll get some carryover. You'll get some like long-winded fish that are kind of a little later, and then you also can see some of those early wilds and some of those early late.
Yeah,
January can be a really good month.
Sometimes January can bring some of the biggest fish around too, because the bigger ones go up the first.
Yeah,
they are the first to go up the rivers because they're going the furthest.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. Get your chance. Hook me up or hit me up, and we'll get you hooked up.
Yeah, well, looking forward to it because I can tell you we're gonna have a ton of steelhead talk. Do you think we talk steelhead next week?
We could. We totally could.
What do you guys think we should do? You guys message us. Let us know what you guys want to hear on these podcasts and all that good stuff. I appreciate Ben, Jason coming in, but we got a live feed to do, so we will catch you guys on the next one.
Cheers.
See you later.